at the end of the second week of the US government shutdown. Yesterday there were hopes of a solution, however talks continue. I'm Darren McDermott and you're watching Dúchascápaí TV. I have Jean-Pierre Joly with me in the studio today and he is from UBIS here in Geneva. Welcome Jean-Pierre.
Thank you.
So yesterday John Boehner said that the Republicans would be asking for to borrow some money for 6 weeks and leave the government shutdown while they actually negotiate with Barack Obama and the Democrats. So what are your views on what we are seeing with the markets and with the political situation?
Well, first of all, this is clearly only political play, because I think that the Democrats and the Republicans would never let the US default on their debt. Now, the outcome of all this, it will be for both parties a give and take. But personally, I think that Republicans are in a weak position. And the president is in a strong position. So he will give in on certain features, but I think Obamacare will survive nearly completely. And I'm surprised that the Republicans in fact give in, because they abandon a bit the Tea Party's views. Now, to come back on the US debt level, I would like to draw the attention that this level is worrisome. And markets forget this apparently. Markets only reacted to a political situation. The debt level of the US today is nearly 110% of GDP, and sooner or later this will affect the real economy.
Okay, and in terms of tapering, there's been all these expectations over the last few months and everybody has been so disappointed. Now, tapering, are you thinking it's going to happen towards the end of this year or at some point in 2014? And how has this nomination of Janet Yellen for the next Fed chairman changing everything?
Well, Yellen's nomination is not a surprise. And I don't think this will affect the Fed's policy in the coming months, since she was the vice chairman and apparently she was one of the strong personalities amongst the governors of the Fed. I think that tapering will not happen before the first quarter of next year. Although I think also that this will not affect substantially the economy. In fact, what we have noticed during 2013 is that the effect of the injection of liquidity by the Fed didn't in fact had a strong effect on the US economy. Unemployment remained relatively high and growth didn't really take off. So tapering or not, I think in the long term this injection of liquidity will have a bad effect on the global world economy. This is for certain. Okay,
so looking at the global world economy and especially looking at emerging markets, yes, how do you think it's going to affect them?
Well, I think emerging markets today have their own problems. I don't think that tapering will affect them. I think tapering is a problem for the US. Okay. I don't think other countries will suffer or benefit from it. It's really the US economy which has to, and again, I'm quite surprised that the world financial markets are really watching this and reacting to this. It's true that the absence of tapering keeps the interest rates artificially low, and that this provides opportunities to leverage financial transactions. But this is unsound, in fact. It doesn't affect the real economy.
And looking ahead for the US, where do you see the future? What are you seeing for the next 2 or 3 years?
Well, I think the US economy will remain weak, tapering or not. The outlook is not that good. Personally, I think they will remain nearly at the level where they are today.
Jean-Pierre, as always, a pleasure having you in the Dukascopy studio.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching Dukascopy TV. Now do stay tuned as we have plenty more coming up on the show. Goodbye for now.